Welcome to the NEKO-ALPHA show, coming to you from the United Neko Alliance headquarters here in the heart of Tokyo. Continuing our interview series, talking with NFT creators, artists, and project founders here in Japan, today we'll be talking to CryptoMuscle, the co-founder and representative for SoudanNFT. The actual conversation was held in Japanese, with real-time translation from our friend, colleague, and collaborator Hope. Hope-san both translated our questions and performed a real-time translation of CryptoMuscle's statements. As such, you'll hear the Neko Alliance team ask our questions to CryptoMuscle in English, and standing in for his Japanese replies, you'll hear Hope-san's voice performing the English translation. Before we start, please remember that none of this is financial advice. Do your own research, please. This show is commentary, info sharing, and represents only our individual assessments and opinions on the NFT and Web3 space here in Japan. So, with that, let's jump right in.
CryptoMuscle, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you on our show.
Thank you guys for having this wonderful opportunity to invite me to this. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful.
So SoudanNFT is really well known in Japan. So please tell me, how did it get started and what is your mission?
The project started in October 2021. There was a boom of NFT in Japan. Many illustrators started NFT. So there were a lot of requests for consultation about NFTs. And in order to respond to them, so we created SoudanNFT. That is why the name is Soudan, which means consultation in Japanese. And about the mission of SoudanNFT, the mission has actually been changing over the years. At first, our mission was to support NFT creators, but we felt that supporting them, saying support you, I'm gonna help you, was a bit arrogant. So now our mission is to work together with NFT creators to help them spread their wings to the world. Toward this goal, SoudanNFT will be releasing NFT project from SoudanNFT and advising and cooperating with other NFT projects. And recently, we have received more and more requests from other companies, so we launched a corporation just this month.
So can you tell me a little bit about the core members of the team?
So about the members, there are many. The founders is the three of us, including the founder, which is Hayachi, Kuramin, and myself. I am the representative of SoudanNFT, and Kuramin is the representative director of the joint stock company. Including Hope, who is now interpreting for us, SoudanNFT is managed by about 15 people. Everyone is very talented and loves NFTs.
CryptoMuscle-san, thank you so much again for joining us. So a few examples that we know of some of the projects that you've been working with are Love Addicted Girls and VeryLongCNP and Aster Prince. And I guess there are others. Can you tell us a little bit about those projects and what you've done with them, and maybe some other projects that you'd like to talk about?
We are releasing and managing LAG, a generative NFT project, and we are developing LAG's IP. To be more specific, we are receiving a request from MugHub in Singapore to create a digital figure NFT using AR technology, so we licensed the rights to them. We also received a request to create a VTuber using LAG's characters. We have also received a request from a voice actor agency to create a VTuber using LAG's characters, so we will start the VTuber project. This is how the character IP will be developed. However, the future of SoudanNFT is not one NFT project, but multiple NFT projects together, creating a group of projects and brands that mutually contribute to each other. This is because we are receiving an increasing number of collaboration requests from companies, and we think it is a plus to have not only cute girls but also men, art, and various other NFT projects. For example, create a Soudan area in the metaverse, partnering with art studios that can create physical goods, and creating a system that allows easy creation of goods, and partnering with various companies, especially in Japan. We are trying to create a platform to support these projects. As for VeryLongCNP, it was done in NinjaDAO. Soudan is close with many projects, so we were able to launch it. We would like to involve various projects in this way and create other projects together.
Thank you very much for that. And as you know, we're focused on explaining what's going on in Japan to people overseas, and would like to explain about what SoudanNFT is doing. So what do you think would be appealing about the projects you're working on and the types of activities you're doing with these projects? What do you think would be appealing to people overseas?
With the minting of SoudanNFT, in addition to be appealing as an art form, having LAG's NFT gives you the advantage to collaborate with companies and various events. Since SoudanNFT is one of the largest communities in Japan, you can take advantage of Japan's strengths by developing IP through collaboration with companies, making manga, and so on. Also, owning a LAG gives you access to a whitelist of prominent NFTs, which I think is another appealing feature.
In addition to finding ways to appeal to the overseas community, generally speaking, what are the challenges for NFT projects in Japan?
Of course, there is the matter about appealing to overseas, but since the market is small to begin with, and there are few people to buy NFTs, so that is also a challenge. But this can conversely be taken as an opportunity as the market has the potential to grow.
So, given that, how can Japan projects be more global?
When I hear a lot of talking about going global, there is a really important point. Global means, well, I'm here in Japan, but if I'm in Japan, going global means everything except Japan, which is too big. It is really important to look at the details. For example, saying Asia, which includes Japan, China, and other countries, or English-speaking countries. It could be United States, it could be Canada. They are too large. So it is difficult to be global without understanding the details. And it is also important to focus on a specific location with a strategy and to develop projects together with the people in that region. I feel that it is really difficult without research and respect for the place where you want to develop the project.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a really good point. We sort of look at the decentralized approach to NFTs, and many projects do have global teams or international teams. But then again, so many of the projects are essentially run out of the United States, and that's kind of like the center of most of the big NFT projects. So let me rephrase the question and ask, if you look at the biggest projects like EAYC, and the amount of money flowing around there is so huge. They have huge valuations and huge prices for the NFTs. So what would it take for a Japan project to sort of fit into that kind of tier? Do you see that happening?
Since there are many projects, not only BAYC,
Right.
that have added so much value in the NFT, and although it is never easy, I think it is important to try and not to give up. NFT is something that has just been out, it's recently born, and it doesn't have a specific answer to it. I think we need to create our own how to success and try new methods. What I think is especially important in this concept is empathy. While it is an important part that NFT are a profitable investment, I believe that creating a community that trusts each other is a shortcut to success. Going back to the theme about global we had earlier, I feel that it will not work as a project unless there are a specific part of where and with whom to work on. I consider empathy and people connecting is really important.
Well, that's a good point. But if you look at the big blue chip projects, wouldn't you like to see one of your projects or a project from Japan be one of those?
Of course, I'd like to be among them if possible.
So, what do you think are some of the challenges that projects would have to try to do things a new way?
I believe that there will be some things that will not be successful unless they are done in a uniquely Japanese way. Japanese people doesn't speak English exactly when it comes to the NFT community well enough to get into the English speaking part of the community. And some famous NFT projects have influencers inside of it, and it is really difficult to make connections with those. I would really like to make connections and build a community with North America NFT community. And I also want to create a big event like NFT New York in Japan. I believe that by having people from around the world come to Japan and interact with each other, we can connect to the world.
Oh, that sounds great. So you just dropped a little bit of alpha here about your plans to start NFT Kyoto. When will that be happening?
We are in the planning stages, but I think we can hold a large scale event next March.
Wow, that'll be great. We can have the world visiting Japan at a big NFT conference. That'll be awesome.
So, we'd love to hear a little bit more about your future plans and goals for Sodan NFT. So, what are your plans for building your community inside and outside of Japan in the future?
As for future goals, we want to create the number one brand group and brand team in Asia. Since the project is starting from Japan, I would like to do it while collaborating with Japanese culture and brands. I would like the project to be able to convey the charms of Japan in areas with a lot of culture, such as manga, anime, games, and as I mentioned earlier, Kyoto. This is not something that can be done by one project alone, but something that can grow and success with the community as a whole. We also have active English and Chinese communities, so please join the Southern NFT community if you would like to participate.
As our last question, we always ask the creators and founders who we interview if they have a message for your fans or anything you'd like to say to overseas viewers. So, do you have anything in particular that you'd like to say?
As a message, I want to create a world of fun together. I came to the NFT community because I love it, I adore it, I like it, and that's why I am where I am now. Let's create a fun, never-ending festival together. Big love to you all.
Thanks so much. I really like that, the never-ending festival. That's a great concept. So I think that's going to close us out for today. We want to give a big, huge thanks to CryptoMuscle-san, the co-founder and representative at SoudanNFT, for talking with us today. We really appreciate you taking the time and giving your thoughts and insight on the Japanese market and thoughts about what's happening around the world, of course, and thoughts about the future. And also, we want to give a giant thanks to Hope-san, who you heard in our translation today, for both real-time translation and the VO performance. You will see an example of one of his lovely butterflies on screen right now. And you'll also see links to his works in the description. Our guest plugs, of course, links for CryptoMuscle and SoudanNFT and other projects mentioned will be included in the notes below. And of course, links to Hope-san's work. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube, subscribe, leave a like, and check us out on Twitter at NEKO Alliance. You'll find everything you need about our project, the United NEKO Alliance, there in the Twitter bio, including a link to Discord. Jump into Discord, join the conversation there as we move forward and take our project into the next steps. So thanks again for joining us. Hit those Web 2 portals, push us through into Web 3. And for today, that's a wrap.